morning, friends. Welcome back to my channel. This is Sonny, and I am powered by Tiera. And I wanted to jump on here real quick and talk to you today about yesterday's card, which was the 5 of Pentacles. And I am using the Ritual Tarot for the Drop of 78 challenge. And today's card, the 5 of Pentacles, which I will put right up here. I really struggled with this card, like to the point where I even asked my daughter, I'm like, when you take a look at this card, what is this card? What kind of feelings does this card give you? And I was trying to pick apart the little, what I could make out in the card, because a lot of this card is very ambiguous. It's hard for me to discern what I'm even looking at. And maybe part of it is the fact that I'm old and have bad eyesight. But I kind of came to the determination that because my collaborating deck, my keyword was loss. Which makes a lot of sense with the traditional, right-away Smith meaning that, when you're down and out on your luck, but there's hope if you just, look for it. There's always hope. But you're going through a rough time right now. But I really struggled to see that in this card. And so I was like trying to talk through with my daughter what am I even seeing in this card? And I feel like the background looks like a mountainside or a rocky hillside. And in the front, there's, of course, the face. The face is the most prevalent thing that's easy to discern. But the way that the collage is done, the face almost looks like it's cut out like a mask. And the body that the face is attached to kind of looks like, to me, it kind of felt kind of skeletal. And I'm like, well, maybe if it's a mask, maybe it's the loss that you're hiding. You're hiding behind this mask and not letting anybody see the turmoil and the loss and the pain that you're going through right now. Maybe it's about, the only way that you're going to see that there's hope available is if you take the mask off. And she said, well, to me, if you have a mask on, that's because you're hiding your identity. So maybe the core of this particular card is the loss of your identity. And I was like, whoa, that's a little profound. Going through and putting on a mask, going through your life with a mask on to the point where you don't even know who you are anymore. If you take the mask off, you're not going to recognize the person in the mirror. That hit me kind of hard. Like, what kind of mask do I put on? Every day I put on a mask. I put on the mom mask. I put on the coworker mask. I put on the boss mask. I put on the daughter mask with my parents. I have a group of family members that we get together once a week and play Dungeons and Dragons, so I try to put on a DM mask, which is hard for me because, they're all family and I'm a terrible DM. I tell them way too much and I give away way too much. So I wear different masks, you know? And sometimes I honestly, you know, when I'm trying to think about whenever somebody asks me anything about what do I want to do, or what do I want to, you know, have, or what do I want to accomplish, I never really have an answer. I really don't know. I really honestly don't know what I want. I don't know what I want out of life. I don't know. I don't even, you know, I don't even know what I want for breakfast. I have no idea what I want. I spend most of my time thinking that what I want is what's best for the family, you know. So, what are we going to have for dinner? Well, what does everybody else want? Because I'm not picky. Everybody else in the family is pretty picky as far as what they will and won't eat. And I'm just not. I'll eat almost anything. I like to try new things that I've never tried before. And there's very few things that I have eaten that I didn't like. That I was like, oh yeah, no, that's not good. There's not a whole lot. So, if I were to actually try to pick a food, you know, just a food, nothing, not even anything major, just try to pick a food that I like just because I like it, regardless of whether anybody else will eat it or not, that would be just, that's difficult for me to try to discern. Something that I really like, that I want, whether anybody else eats it or not. Because my brain just doesn't work that way. I don't ever eat alone. Almost never. I mean, unless I'm, you know, stop and grab something on the way to work in the car by myself, but then I'm just going to get whatever's most convenient. I'm not going to go out of my way to get something I want. I'm just going to settle for whatever's most convenient. And I probably do that in more than just food. I never really pursue what I actually want. I settle for what's most convenient. Oof. There's a hard-hitting point. Funny how when you're thinking about something simple like food, that it can be a metaphor for your entire life. Whew. Okay, so I think I need to go back and add a little to my journal after that thought process. Anyway, anywho, I think I'm going to let that one go on that note, because I might have to revisit my journal from yesterday. So, okay. Anyway, talk to you tomorrow morning, and we'll see where the Six of Pentacles leads me today. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.